Britain expelled 23 Russian diplomats today after the poisoning of a former Russian spy. Sergei Skripal was attacked with a nerve agent developed by the Soviet Union. He and his daughter are in critical condition. The White House expressed solidarity with Britain. At the UN Security Council, U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley pointed the finger at Russia.
If we don't take immediate concrete measures to address this now, Salisbury will not be the last place we see chemical weapons used. They could be used here in New York or in cities or of any country that sits on this council.
Russian President Vladimir Putin said nothing about this today. He was busy campaigning for re-election in Crimea, the province he took illegally from Ukraine. Elizabeth Palmer is there.
This is Putin's warm-up act, and this is his base. Pumping up potential Russian voters is the name of the game right now.
There is no question that President Putin is going to win the election on Sunday. It's no contest, and for that reason, a lot of Russian voters are apathetic. So the Kremlin is working hard to make sure they're not embarrassed by low turnout.
Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin!
Putin's message today was proudly nationalistic. Crimea, he said, has returned home to Russia. He's talking about 2014, when Russian troops wearing uniforms with no insignia, the so-called Little Green Men, seized Crimea from Ukraine. At the time, Putin denied he'd sent in the military. And then when it was all over, he bragged about it. The U.S. and most countries called the seizure illegal and slapped on sanctions. But today, on his whirlwind tour, Putin visited the bridge Russia is building to physically link its mainland to Crimea, a mega project that's wildly popular with Russians who support the land grab. But it's also a message to the West. Putin never backs down. That's something else Russian voters love about him. As he said before he left the stage, "I would like to hug you all."
President Putin made no mention of the growing rift with Britain over the poisoning of the Russian exile Sergei Skripal. But the very fact that he held his rally here in disputed territory makes a bold statement about Russia's attitude to international law. Jeff?
Indeed it does. Liz Palmer in Crimea, thank you.